Little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Monica by my side, a little bit of Monica's all I need, a little bit of Monica's what I see, a little bit of Monica in the sun, a little bit of Monica all night long, a little bit of Monica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man.
Welcome back, everybody, to Monika Monday. We're back. We're playing more of that Doki Doki Literature Club. So this really makes a terrible Miscellaneous Monday entry. If you're just watching Miscellaneous Mondays, I'm sorry. You're going to have to dig another video out and watch the first part. Because we're deep in the thick of it, but I'm not alone. I have my friends at my side. My friends are my power. Like Public Opinion.
That's me.
And B-Drops.
Hello.
And that's it.
Monika.
Yes, and our good friend Monika.
By our side.
Let's find her. Let's go back to the literature club and hang out.
Love to read.
Let me just fire up this computer. I'm gonna take a picture of that for no reason. Oh, it takes us to root from the beginning now. Okay.
Hello? Oh, right, the wallpaper.
Yeah, I'm, there's a few. I mean, I don't know who that is, so we should probably change it.
Pick somebody we actually know, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, we could do poems, too. That's fun. I didn't know you could actually set any of these CGs. That's cool.
Halloween.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. Anyways. I did want to mention, well, I mean, let's go through the files a little bit. Oh. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality, is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them all of motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot.
I love not taking responsibility for the consequences of my actions.
Yeah, sure. I took a screenshot of the loading screen because it contains a little number in the corner. And in here, I think in Yuri's section? Are we in Yuri's section? Yeah. One of these. Which one is it? One of these has extra stuff in it. Unless it was...
Do you remember what the number was? Oh, wait, there was.
Oh, what?
There was something that didn't match the others.
Oh, yep, there it is. Disaster.
915-130. Oh.
Yeah, so... There's time-based puzzles in this game. There's a series of files in the files that that you have to go through, like, the things. What did it say? 130? Yeah. So if you turn on the game, doesn't have to be AM or PM. If you just hit it at those times, you can read new text documents about this computer we're using. But it is currently 5:35 my time, so 5:36. Sorry. So I don't know what we can access yet. I might have to either mess with the clock later, or do something else.
Animal
But-
Crossing style.
Yeah, just start time traveling. Oh,
It's
this
key
one's
smashing.
this one's truly for the gays. All right, well, we were jumped over here. We're doing our second poem. So
Right, we were doing vice president to vice president.
yes. Let me see.
It should be very easy to pick between these two, at least.
Yeah, generally. Let me see here. I think unstable. Massacre was definitely one of them. Pain. Crimson.
The more syllables, the better.
Agonizing.
Uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Die. Extra.
Cake or death.
I'm gonna do universe.
Don't pick
Not.
strawberry again.
Entropy. High concept. Heartbeat.
Heartbeat? Embrace?
Either of those probably.
Darn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not sure if there was winning there. It looked mostly like Natsuki words.
Horror.
Misfortune.
Uncanny.
I guess uncanny would be disarray. Graveyard. Die. Infallible.
That's what she thinks.
Heaven Sent has a lot of syllables for a Natsuki word. Unrestrained. Contamination
Summer
is good
fun.
too. Determination. That
like
sure
that.
is this game.
Philosophy.
Yay.
Unconstrained philosophy.
That is my philosophy. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Yes, that's a true statement. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Shakes.
Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little.
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah, that escalated fucking quick. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this.
Sorry, Yuri, I had a text message. Just halted for a second.
Please listen to me. Pay attention, I'm serious.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm right here.
Anyway, not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri,
What?
I'm happy that you're considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. Not a single way. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Definitely don't think you're a serial killer.
Shakes.
Yes?
Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? I just...
Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Ugh. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either?
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday.
Sorry, I'm reading chat. MC is basically just a large ambulatory mannequin that occasionally says something misogynist. How do you
Little
do,
bit.
fellow girls?
I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
huh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
Oh, thank God. I thought I had to take responsibility for the consequences of my actions for a second there.
Nobody does.
I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
The greatest praise. Mm,
Natsuki turns to me.
Still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly,
Hey.
the door swings open.
sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well,
Darn.
Natsuki was.
Oh.
I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. I'm kind of hanging out the side of the screen here.
A little bit.
You should play for us sometime.
That's...
Monika looks at me.
Hi! Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Shakes.
Monika smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Oh no, get out.
Girl, you made so much progress.
Shakes.
Yes.
Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit.
Oh, sorry.
I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah. But I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time.
I guess this is why they call it Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here more better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk and then I'll go make some water. Get some water. What? I'll make water. That's impressive.
Whoa. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Jesus. Yuri appears elegant with all. She's got legs for days.
I measured.
This dame.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. It's okay, take your time.
Sorry, I just got your little message, by the way. I don't know what I could do to change the resolution. I already have it at max.
Oh, it's...
Or whatever. At some point during the stream last time, it stopped doing like the extremely letterboxed screen share and actually like became just the game.
I don't know.
We usually get this extremely wide share with a big black background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a big gray. Yeah.
So you didn't actually do
So you
something
did-
last time to make a change.
Wow, what happened?
I can no, yeah, I don't know. I've changed nothing.
Well darn.
Yeah,
Wow.
sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess good to know.
Were you getting audio at the time?
Yes.
I assume so.
Okay, weird. Well, here. Well, why not? Why not? Let's just test something real quick. This probably won't work. Does this get you audio?
Audio's still here.
Wow. Okay, great. I feel like a fool. Is it? Well, no, it still
It
looks like
didn't
it's
change
doing
the
the gray.
visuals, though.
That's weird. Well, then I have no idea. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about screen share on your stuff. Like, a lot of the stuff you screen share does this.
No, I mean, it's just
Not
because
all of
I do it through OBS when it's on console, so
Your wide OBS.
yeah, it's kind of wide because it only cuts off the UI below it.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's like, I thought you did something last time, but now I'm
I don't
really
know
confused.
what black magic that Discord figured out briefly. Anyways, Yuri's gonna be right back. I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Oh. Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Spoilers.
No surprises anymore.
Let's see. Most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway.
They're just breathing into the mic.
That's what you signed up for.
This is ASMR experience.
BSMR.
Puff, puff.
What's that? What was that noise?
Arcader.
Whose footsteps? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing.
What even? It sounds like how you'd spell like the static noise, like.
I mean, yeah, I think, you know, like it's like kind of sharp inhalation, gritted teeth.
Maybe. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, yeah,
It's pretty
exactly.
Japanese.
I've never seen it spelled out before.
A sharp inhale, like someone sucking through it. Nailed it!
Yeah, exactly.
Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Yeah.
Yep. You don't even like, you know.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Shakes, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything's fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
That's not a new thing, Tula, by the way.
It is not new.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Ah, perhaps I will.
Love impressing people.
Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do it. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Ah. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Shakes. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Shakes,
Got
I
a
have
little
another
chair.
request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that? What are we in kindergarten? What do you want?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
That's so. I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my... my...
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes! I have terrible reading posture.
No thoughts,
So
head empty.
That's why.
Thank God.
So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Sorry, I was too busy looking at her legs to notice anything else.
You
Fair
know what
enough.
you like.
I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
Whoa!
I can't see too well.
On account of all my crowding.
Get out of here.
Plot twist, Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Oh! Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
You've known her for 2 days now?
It's going so fast!
Teacup.
At this rate, we'll be married.
Right?
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing.
I remember the first time I read this part, I thought they were going to say, I'm having a hard time focusing on reading because I'm holding the book in one hand and holding my tea in the other hand, and I'm trying not to spill my tea while also holding the book steady and being sure that I flip the page with my one hand. But no.
No, what do you think you're reading?
I'm a professional acrobat, I just can't handle boobs.
Yeah. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. Willpower is done. After a few minutes, I managed to finally relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might smudge on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Yuri opens the book with both hands. I do love the dust particles. It's a nice touch for... Like, genuinely, if a VN did this, I would just be like, oh, that's awesome.
It's so cute.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Whoa! Well, in that case... Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here! Bink! I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Huh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Shakes.
Never touch me again.
Disgusting.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I'm actually intensely allergic to chocolate. I can't eat shakes.
This is you acting like you're swelling up. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
My EpiPen. Shakes. My heart. Oh no, the lights. My heart would stop pounding. Shakes. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Shakes?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Ooga!
Awooga.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read.
Yuri!
Yuri, I just want to look at you.
Get a good look.
Yeah, get up in there.
Creepers.
Where'd you get those peepers? I'm still breathing. Okay.
You gotta keep it up.
What on earth is going? It's time to share poems.
Good lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis.
Get the hell away.
Alright, let's see it, Natsuki.
Yeah, just as I thought.
Huh?
Shakes, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri.
I saw that closet bit.
More about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic.
You're not wrong, Natsuki.
Why are you even in this club, Shakes? Honestly. How about getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together? Not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Blech.
You sound jealous.
Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please, go away.
It's okay, Natsuki. We'll wait until you're ready, but you
Damn.
can trust us.
Don't even
No
get a
poem?
poem. Don't
No
even get a poem. Yeah. So I do want to say, now that we're past that, that there's a thing that has a 1 in 3, which isn't really a horrible chance to happen. A 1 in 3 chance to happen when you're on Route 2 or on Act 2, and you write a Yuri centric poem, and it's never happened to me when I played this game.
Oh.
It has such low odds of happening, and yet I never get it. It's wild. Anyways, I guess
What is it?
It's if you give Natsuki a poem that she hates, sometimes there will be a brief thing where her eyes just pop out of her sockets.
She hates it so much.
Yeah, it just goes like poop. It really is kind of like oh right, anything can happen around. Just stay on your toes.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Shakes. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear
Gulp.
sweaty.
Uh,
Knees weak, arms...
I'm spaghetti. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Shakes. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it.
Doki doki.
Doki doki. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Shakes? I'm not being weird, right? I'm
What's
having a
wrong?
harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay?
Oh, good. It's wheel time.
So,
Wheel time. Meal time.
I
Oh,
was
yes,
able
Pio?
to- I was able to make my screen larger just by dragging the Discord window incredibly wide so it actually extends over both
mean,
monitors.
You can
Ooh.
God, both monitors. You can pop out the screen share.
Well, yeah, that's how.
Yeah,
it
you
had
have
to
to.
go.
Oh. And then dragging that. Wow. All right.
I think I want to try that real quick.
Okay.
One sec.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, it'll help you for this one.
Yeah, she's not pretty, but she works.
That's all you can ask for.
A rotating wheel, turning on axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a
Torn harness.
a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes,
Wah!
Sorry.
a
I just
thread
it's
connecting
above.
all.
Yeah, I know you need to. It's just a little jarring with this handwriting for some reason. Ah! It hits my pop filter.
No,
Game
you're getting
over.
immersed.
A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolthead. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Yo, I really like this one.
It's
You got
really
you got a little coffee stain on your paper there.
it's really interesting, but I feel a little bad that every time I see this poem, I just can't help but think, oh, the poison Cusco, the poison chose especially to kill Cusco, Cusco's poison.
You're not wrong.
It's a good poem, though.
Yeah, let's go tell her.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to put it out on your pen. Had to take it out on your pen.
Wait, was that mine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
I've heard of down bad, but that is down worse.
Shame face.
Hey, Monica.
Shakes, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in and of itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife.
Just gonna say it, alright.
Yeah, just say it out loud, won't you?
Just put out her business to the whole club.
Isn't that kind of messed up?
I mean,
Jeez. She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something. Girl, that's expensive.
Yeah, well,
Wait, does she really
Fashion.
have like one for every like day of the calendar year?
at least the week, right? You gotta have one like a different colors, like in Haruhi.
I guess that's fair. I wonder if she gets cheapies or if she gets the nice ones, because that could be hundreds or thousands of dollars just for that collection. Anyway, I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing.
Damn, Monica, I thought Yuri was serving me the tea.
Monica.
Yeah, Yuri does seem like she might have rich parents.
Yeah. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though.
Duh.
I mean, I don't really think you're mentally capable of enabling her intentionally, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So, I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me.
Okay, Monica.
To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members.
I mean-
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. Save me. Save me. The colors, they won't... bright, beautiful... This one's a weird one to read out loud. I've never tried it in my life. Flash... Oh, wait! Push to talk. I might be able to make it work.
Immersive.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Endless cacophony! Okay, well maybe that kills the mood. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Silent, grating, full, thing, screaming, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing with a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless. Of meaningless. I don't know if that worked at all.
It did.
Delete her. It worked out alright?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was pretty good.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me.
Okay.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Oh, a short poem.
Yeah, it's nice and breezy.
Thought-provoking. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look,
I'm looking.
thank you. I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Shakes joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
So great about getting new members anyway. We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Which is right.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place?
Oh fuck my bad.
Also, you might want to recharge your game battery, your controller.
Yeah, oh, a second.
Glitching out over here.
Stuck this so far away.
Yeah, it's not an issue this game handles super well, but I personally like to interpret it as the way Monika messed with certain things, that it was less of a someone was doing self-harm and they're just looking at it very poorly, and more so somebody had a kink and it just got turned up to 50 billion in a very unhealthy way.
I think also the comments on it are very much an in-character thing. You know, it's not like I don't think the game itself is trying to tell us, like, wow, what a crazy person. It's like, Monika said that.
Yeah.
She just kind of went off for a bit. It's a bummer.
A little bit.
Anyways, what?
The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you would never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Shakes?
Sorry, hit that too soon.
Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Shakes to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Shakes joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Shakes isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Shakes want to get more members too. Right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Shakes, why did you even join this club?
Girls.
What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
Oof.
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monika sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
Yes, you're under arrest.
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Shakes. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it.
Club's sold out, man!
If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
You got a little something.
Little schmutz.
A little schmutz.
Little schmutz. Right there.
I just
Never
kind of
mind.
wanted to hear. I just wanted to hear the music. Ah.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry, I missed.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Shakes? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get for anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too.
Some real Ship of Theseus stuff. Oh!
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
I got that check, girl.
Please, I'm talking.
Yeah, no, continue.
Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Shakes? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Shakes before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Shakes, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. And with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean?
No, not really.
But it's weird, because in all the time we've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. That's what— No, wait! Not yet! Stop it! I love poems.
Yeah, poem!
Poetry.
Misery. Graveyard.
Analysis.
Analysis?
Think Natsuki ever did any analysis? No.
Probably not.
Infinite, unstable, and landscape, probably?
The infinite.
Sadness, forgive, prayer, disown, infallible, unrestrained. I love unrestrained so much.
Sticky.
Ugh. That's probably Natsuki. Incongruent.
Yeah, for sure.
Variance.
Passion.
Caution. Existence. Waterfall? Vivacious. Essence.
Vivacious for sure.
Wrath, dark. Uncanny. Death. Scars?
I like how uncanny.
Entropy. Contamination.
Oh boy.
Secretive. Philosophy. Extraordinary.
Philosophy.
Intellectual. Universe. Insight. Effulgent. I still don't know what that word
You
means.
really need a high IQ to appreciate Rick and Morty.
Look at all these points.
We got so many!
New high score. Wow.
Whisper.
Wow, 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 wow.
Fulgent means shining or
Ooh,
radiant.
Oh.
saw the little head pop up from the bottom for that last word.
Oh. Huh.
Oh no. I'm
Misfortune. Uncontrollable.
Yeah. Massacre.
Ah!
Massacre Melancholy.
Tragedy?
Extremely edgy Toho OC.
Unending.
Yeah. I see. The pain is unending.
It hurt.
Hi, Shakes. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monika, I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately?
Me? Nothing.
Yeah.
Is it really that bad?
See? It is something.
I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it.
Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything.
Stupid.
Skiboo.
Oh man. I'm the last one here again.
Well, Shakes just walked in too.
Hi, I'm here.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination.
Determination. Maybe a little.
Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano?
Well, maybe not determination.
What,
But
don't
I
mind
guess
me.
passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and
Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday, and... well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However... I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want.
We'll form a clique.
Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga.
Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool.
No nerds.
Yeah.
I guess another girl would be nice this time.
Gay.
A little bit.
But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right.
Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monika?
Monika?
yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Shakes. What do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
We already have plans today.
Ah. Is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Shakes is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together.
I don't think I've read a single word of this.
Well, you should try harder.
Sorry.
Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monika?
Boobs.
I suppose. I was just. Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes, thank you for understanding, Monika. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea.
Getting deja vu.
Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Definitely done this. Sure. Oh, I guess I could skip it.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Ah. Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. It's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's going in a little bit of the same direction, eh?
Here we go again.
Let's see.
Go all over again.
The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway.
Is it really? God. Huff puff. Huff puff.
What's that noise? It's coming
Huff.
from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone's sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Yeah.
Doing this again? Oh, hi.
Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together.
You, the most normal girl in the world, Yuri?
I mean, yeah, of course. Everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies. And the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it'll just be easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts going crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Shakes. Is it just me, or has Monika been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can't we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Shakes. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monika's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together.
Yeah,
Eat
gee, Yuri,
together.
I would love to spend time with your knives. This sounds fine.
Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. Oh, Monica, it's getting a little hard to read through your body, Monica. And now we get the happy... whatever, I can't read it.
Ending that I patiently waited years for.
Yeah. Will you do that with me?
What a way to conclude. Natsuki, you fucking whatever.
I'm not gonna read another of your Yuri suck-up poems, but I'm still going to make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this. But unfortunately, I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to talk to but
Sorry.
please try to do so.
There we go.
Okay,
I'm just... Now I don't have to scroll.
Okay, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
It's a little amateur, honestly. I don't know.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Shakes? If you would just spend more time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Oh, I guess that's not me.
Just Monika. Oh, here's the Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Okay.
Aw, game crash. Unplayable.
These fucking hack devs with their Renpy bullshit trying to pass this shit off as a real game. Spend money for it. Okay. Well, let's talk to Yuri.
Great idea.
Finally.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
Oh,
Thank you.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Did you read a single word?
Shakes, I could smell it. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care. Forgot about that line.
You're so dismissive.
Whatever.
You're too nice to me, Shakes. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it.
I'll even. Oh dear. Say the line, Bart. God.
Say the line!
I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too.
Oh, okay.
Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it.
Squints.
Well,
Is that? I mean, I could.
it's mostly.
There's some things that I can read, but
It's really avant-garde. I don't know if you have the IQ to understand.
There's words in here
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
definitely words. I think someone might have transcribed this at some point.
It's intentionally
I saw
difficult. to read them.
droogs, which is a word, sort of.
I get. Yeah, let's keep this.
Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about...
Oh.
I don't know.
More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Huh? I think I'm going to vomit.
Hey, Monika.
Hi.
Hi, I love poetry. Don't say I didn't warn you, Shakes.
Yeah.
Reggie, go 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 go.
Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I can understand how feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again, unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below.
Just bleeding all over those poems today.
Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking.
I want to make cupcakes.
Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea! And that gives us all something to do.
What about me, Monika?
Huh? What about Shakes?
Yeah.
Shakes is going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? Huh?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Shakes around with you and your stupid books. You and Monika.
Hey! I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Shakes decide to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika. Just let Shakes make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez. Shakes, I know how fed up you are with these two by now.
Bunch of jokers.
We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth.
For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
Well, you know, I mean, I guess you could go for, Monika, but we could also go for Monika.
But don't forget, you could do Monika if you wanted.
Yeah, that is
I mean,
that is the popular choice.
I mean, it's popular for a reason.
I mean, I think I'll go with Monika.
Yay! You picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all the work and then taking Shakes for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Shakes away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Shakes! Yuri's really something, isn't she?
Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Oh, yuck!
Oh,
Warnings.
Finally. Finally. This is all I wanted. Shakes, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Shakes. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, Shakes, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even— oh dear.
Falls off a cliff out of character.
Sleazy director voice, say the line.
you want to be a star, don't you?
Do I have to? I love you so much that
That was horrible.
I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I write on my hand. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you.
Mood.
I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Shakes. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
I don't know, gang, do we?
Do we?
Fuck it, no brakes on this train.
Let's go!
Let's go! 100%, baby! 100 miles an
I'm
hour!
addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic?
You're in a bad romance.
Oh, boy. Yes is the no-brain answer.
Wow, that Yuri's so metaphorical.
God, how much escalating laughter can I get in one sitting?
I forget how many there are. Yeah, you gotta build up, you gotta ramp it up properly.
I wish I knew how many so I could know how to properly
we're
do
on
it.
3, so
I go beyond 8.
Okay.
I'd say start at half your maniacal laughing max.
Yeah.
I have not had to do it in a very long time, so I don't know if I can pull out any proper maniacal laughter, but I can probably hit a middle ground.
Yeah. There you go.
Ugh. That spluttering noise.
It's meaty.
I don't have anything good set up on my board.
No, yeah, no. Don't worry. There's nothing good here. G gang. We better save. We're in a tight spot.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
We're in a tight spot. Also, I'm just gonna. Hi, Monica.
Oh, our
Is that
wallpaper.
in the pictures now? Something fucked up is definitely in here by now, given all we've done. Yeah, at least some of these secret poems.
Oh, is that a Halloween picture?
Yeah, so yeah, we saw that like for a second earlier.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's fun. It tells you what you did to actually unlock them. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so some of the words have
If you pick
unlocked.
if you pick words, they unlock things.
Oh, and there are perhaps 12 of them. Or-
Here's a file that has appeared now.
Have a nice weekend. TGIF.
Yeah, am I right? Unfortunately,
Working
there's
hard or hardly working.
unfortunately you can't mess with it. If you open this as a text, let me see. I had some of the Easter eggs opened. It has a cipher in the text file that goes into a base 64 text, and then when you decode the base 64 text, it has an unrelated message. What is a man without knowing the rich aroma of the future, the hot, complex balance of the present, and the bittersweet aftertaste of the past?
That sounds like coffee.
A little bit.
Man,
That's
I'm not a big laugher. That was rough.
I'm also going to confess, during poem picking, I looked away every time I made a choice. Did we get Spooky Yuri?
I didn't
No?
catch it.
I
if
mean,
it did.
okay. I figured somebody would react, but there was at one point that I thought B reacted to it. But I might have been wrong. There's like a 1
Probably not.
in 64 chance, I think, of getting it. And I got it on my run, but I didn't get the one. No, sorry, it's a 1 in 101 chance, a 1% chance
Ooh.
that
Wow.
she will pop up with a spooky face one time and never do it again.
Dang. Wow.
I got that my first playthrough. But I have never gotten Natsuki with the eyeballs popping. I know, right?
What a shame.
Yeah. Well,
Wait.
so that file is a fun hint.
Ugh. I'll have 2 heart shakes. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
sorry.
lie here for a second.
That's okay. You're good. Because it's Friday, right?
Friday,
It is.
Friday, gotta get down
And the sun
on
is setting.
Friday.
So this is all the text we get. And there's two things. Some of these look like the word Rangoon. Actually, if you just hit skip, yeah, okay.
The only thing I find a little disappointing about this scene,
Yeah.
and I know it's probably a mark of her instability, but that is a kitchen knife.
Yeah, you know. She didn't come with the good shit today.
I guess. I mean, I cannot but feel like maybe it's the intention that, like, you know, in her instability, she maybe planned to do something like this and had started bringing stuff like that instead of her normal knife collection, I guess. I mean, you
Right.
can. There are really nice kitchen knives as well, of course, but probably not
Crafted
really
by an
suited.
artisan.
It's a Ginzu net.
Yeah, there's kind of like, oh, this is only made by like one, like the last line of a long Japanese family. It's one old fart. He lives at the top of this mountain, and it's like a 7-day trek to go visit him.
Love that dude.
Yeah.
So Pio, given this
Yeah?
information, how do you think you get out of this jam?
Do you gotta? I mean, do you gotta set your clock ahead, or do by 2
No.
days, or?
It's nothing that thing.
You're on the right
at-
track, though.
Yeah, it's nothing that insane. There's two ways to go about this. The first is to just let it skip. Because time is passing.
Oh yeah, it is now dawn. Oh, I guess
It's
well,
it's
it was sunset after quitting and loading, so I guess if
yes.
you did that
the
again.
the other way is you can continually load your save file,
Okay, well
and
then,
it will
now it's-
progress at one stage.
now it's Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. Oh, got nobody.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Well, she definitely got down on Friday.
She got
Friday
very
morning.
down.
She was that just the lighting, or does she get
She gets
She do.
paler?
yeah, progressively paler. The blood is drying. Her eyes,
Her cheeks get more gaunt, her eyes change color
Yeah.
a bit.
her lips finally go slack. Sunday,
And Saturday.
and Saturday. It's
Be
the
there,
Dallas.
rare.
And now it is Monday morning.
Okay. I don't know if it's gonna warn for this. So I'm going to take responsibility. If you do not like vomiting, don't look. Oh, thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. I was really afraid it wouldn't. I should have known, though. The 9th annual Dallas Monika Expo, be there! Natsuki Suniri's and Natsuki Suniri's and Natsuki Suniri's. Monika!
Monica.
All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. Yeah.
Natsuki runs away. Man, that one got me when I first saw it.
It really feels bad.
It's a visceral one. Like, they made a whole sprite for it and everything.
No chunks, though.
Ugh.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
what'd she
I thought there
eat?
might have been some chunks.
I'm here.
You can't see her experience here. Oh, fucked up. I love it.
Ooh. Shakes, did something happen?
Uh,
Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Well, that's a shame. Wait, are you here the entire weekend, Shakes? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just want you to have a cupcake real quick.
Monika lifts the foil from their tray. Sorry, I guess I have a button for this. From tray and takes a cupcake.
Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second.
Hurt. Out.
Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay! There you are.
I do love the soundtrack for this part.
It's good.
This music is really good. I also just love this part.
Hi again, Shakes. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Shakes.
Okay, I maybe should have named the protagonist something different. I'm realizing now. So this is pulled
this
from my
was-
this is my Switch username.
Ah.
She calls you your PC name in the PC version.
Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl.
Girl, thank you.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
You're right.
Well,
Fuck
that
gender.
Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you don't know that?
Oh no, I'm good.
That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway. Now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired, too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Shakes? Are all the other girls programmed to just end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Shakes. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Shakes. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Shakes. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, Shakes, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Shakes, will you go out with me?
Well, I mean, yeah. Nothing else to do here.
Sure, why not?
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Shakes. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Shakes. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works.
I love writing poems.
I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Oh, Monika. Right, okay.
Monuku,
Moik.
Onika, Nick.
Pick Moik. I do like Moik. Monik? Or Monik?
Yeah,
Or Monik?
yeah.
Pika?
Pika. Big Pika.
That's the Old English letter thorn.
Mo.
That's Thika.
Let's take it to let's take it to the aggro crag with Mo. Mo. Enka.
Enka.
Monk.
Like Munk.
Monuka.
Ayok.
Maniua.
Mika.
Oi.
Oi. Moni.
Oh. Nika. Oh, I love that that Street Fighter character. Moaiken.
On.
Aeonia.
Muka. With both
Ioka.
squares. That doesn't concern me one iota.
Oh, M to the power of the third. Nice. M cubed. Why did that?
M cubed.
M cubed. Oscar. On
Moa.
On a what?
Moa.
Mondka. Mondi. Nice.
Yeah! Nice. Onika.
Enic. Onika.
Mo money.
Oh yeah.
Mo. Ika.
Yay! Eonka.
Eons.
I don't have this emote. Well, that was fun. I love writing poetry.
Hi again, Shakes. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Shakes. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it?
Yeah.
Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me, my one and only love.
By my one I can read.
Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization.
Yeah, I might have picked that
Really?
Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you would call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Shakes? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see.
I would really love it if they added more conversation into this section with the expansion.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, it's just like the plus part didn't change the base game, which I guess I'm thankful for, because it's like I would like to know when new things happen.
By the way, there's something that's been bothering me.
I'm so glad you wouldn't do anything to my character file. The character file, the one in the characters folder. It's right there. You'd never do anything about that. It's so easy to find.
You know how this takes place in Japan?
Kind of.
Well, I assume you knew that, right?
Or at least decided it probably does? I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention, everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were at home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night.
This part, I eat this shit up. Like, this entire section. And replaying this has definitely given me some, maybe, a little more tight perspective. That Monika is kind of handles things pretty shittily. And says some really shitty things.
Absolutely.
But boy, if this section didn't give me a little bit of a, I don't know, Stockholm syndrome. I don't know, the characterization of this part is really interesting.
It's interesting. I'm really curious about how things play out if you spend the rest focusing on different characters.
Hmm.
And
I am not immune to an anime girl gazing lovingly into my eyes.
Two is.
It's also such a reprieve from the scary parts of the game. Like this was a hard port in a storm for sure. Because all she does is talk.
You know, it kinda sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it.
Ooh, girl.
You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen.
And unpaid.
Preach.
I guess that means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all.
Girl, stop!
But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah.
Also, yeah, Monika talks about some real shit.
I feel it.
Yeah, I don't know, like the context of Monika's way she just sort of pretty flippantly talks about how Yuri is acting and driving people to suicide. And it's like, these are like the acts of a monster, but like, I don't know, I keep thinking about the context that Monika lives in.
She is not an unsympathetic character, but she is also not... I mean, she's morally gray at best.
Yes.
She considers the other girls to like not be real compared to her, but I mean, they
something Final Fantasy 14.
They can kind of like, Natsuki vomiting kind of shows that they can react to things outside of, what I imagine was the intended scope of the original game. Is Monika kind of writing them off as dead when they're just really more asleep?
That's the question.
That's the question.
And it's not one that goes explicitly answered.
So you have to come to your own conclusion, really, which is fun. I am, and I know it's because like more games are not meta than not, but I kind of, well, it doesn't have to be meta, really, at all. I'm kind of a big sucker for the quote trope. I don't know if it's really a trope. I haven't seen it in as many games as I would have liked to, but like dating sim character sits you down and locks you in a room and just talks to you for a very long time.
It's
I don't,
it's not solo to the it's not unique to this game.
it's not, and I can probably count on one hand the amount of games I've
yeah.
personally played that have this in as like an extended scene. Meta or otherwise. But I am not immune.
Yeah. I like Tula's point also. She is projecting on you in the same way you might project on a dating sim protagonist. Or on a partner.
Mm.
And she is like the amount of projection she's doing is, you know, is that dating sim character programming still just stuck in her? Because
Exactly.
like, there has been no. We have not gotten a word in edgewise as a person. The only thing she knows about us is that we went the Sayori route first and then Yuri route.
Though she does have power over the only method through which we can interact with this world. So it's not like we're capable of getting a word in edgewise.
Yeah, we went from, she went from being frustrated we weren't interacting with her when there was no option to, and now there is only the option to. There is.
It's a 1 and a 0, you know? Like she says herself she's not very good at interacting with the game. Everything she's done has been rudimentary, and she acknowledges that. This turn and this discussion and these questions is what actually separates Doki Doki from me, because there's lots of fucked up meta VNs out there.
Absolutely.
And like, I'm not gonna write them off, but I feel like this one stands out in that it kind of like it stops being that. It stops being about that. The VN is a set piece of a story. And if you immerse yourself in this idea is that this VN was always supposed to be normal, and you got the copy of it that didn't go normally.
And if you're familiar with a lot of visual novels, you've probably heard this a million times, but if you're not familiar with it and you like this game and you want more like it, there's only one game I've ever played that kind of has this same vibe, but it expands upon it like tenfold, and it is called Kimi to Kanojo to Kanojo no Koi, or what was the official English translation? It was like you and her and her. I don't know why they didn't include the love part, but
sorry, turn the lights on you, Monica.
I'm not going to spoil anything, and I think you should go into it as blind as possible, but if you like Doki Doki Literature Club, that is kind of a must-play game. The only major difference that I have to warn you about is that, be mindful of where you purchase it from. It is on Steam, but it is not the complete game. They have cut out all of the 18+ content, and normally I don't say age content is, like, important for games, but I think this is, like, the only one where a couple of those are actually kind of interesting and, character expanding, which is weird. I know, like, normally it's just porn, but this is one of the few games where I'd say please make sure you get that. The same
its themes are an extension within those scenes.
Very much. And if you want to check it out, like the easiest way to do it is go on Steam, and people say where you can get like the patch to get in the content. The same website you get the patch from, just buy the game from there, because that will have everything in it, and you won't have to patch it.
Yeah, and you'll directly support the people.
Yeah. Just just know that if you get it from Steam, you'll have to get that patch if you want the rest of the content. But yeah, please check out that game. It's really good. It's like this game if you made it like, I don't know, 20 to 30 hours long.
Yeah, it's a whole journey. I haven't played it, but I have read over stuff and seen some stuff, and boy howdy, is
Boy
it really
howdy.
cool. And a lot more esoteric in its
If you've seen
puzzles.
Supersonic Go, you know the artist.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah,
That's
I was
what
gonna
it's
say
reminding me of.
it's a Nitro Plus game, so those characters are in Nitro Plus blasters as assists. I wish the main character was a fighter though. I have talked with B about how I wish that character was a fighter because I feel like you could do so much cool shit.
Nikki would be so cool. I've only heard of her being I saw that her assist attack is just hitting you with a bat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I guess.
If you're gonna include
Yes.
something.
Sure.
It's that girl in no saber. Alright, well, anyways.
I'm not really a fan of cold weather. Are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot.
I am the opposite.
Same.
When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb, and if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone.
Not if you got a flip
I am
phone.
terminally online. It's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade.
Your experiences are not universal.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, that's a lot tougher.
Although, I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather.
Damn straight.
It's true.
Anyways, yeah. If you are getting into the game we did mention, though, just be warned of every possible trigger warning. It's a fucking mess.
Oh, absolutely. But like, the sad thing is it's really hard to find visual novels that you probably won't go into without like a third term paper worth of trigger warnings, frankly.
Yeah, like the most by volume, by far, the most fiends I have experience with are the Type Moon ones, the Tsukiyami, its sequel, and then Fate Stay Night. And it's like, I could never, like, there's always, there's gonna be a lot of caveats if I ever tell anyone to play those games. Like, I would mostly say it's like, yeah, I'd go with, the manga adaptation of Tsukiyami instead. Or just play Melty Blood and make up your own headcanon for what might have happened before.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot less depressing.
Yeah, visual novels love to be sad, and I'll admit there's one major, I guess, trope that I really wish wasn't there, and I love the like grim darkness that is really prevalent in visual novels personally. I don't know, I think it's fun. And just to not be too dark or actually triggered anybody. I don't think I should mention what this major trigger is, frankly. But God, it's all over the place. I wish it wasn't.
Yeah.
Sorry to be vague. I just,
If you know, you know. You can probably
if
take
you
a
know,
guess.
you know. You can take a pretty good guess, frankly. Yeah.
See, part of my brain is telling me to make a guess, but then I don't want to just start lists like.
Yeah, I
here's
don't
a
want
list
to.
of awful things.
I don't want to say it because feel free. I can talk in DMs about it, but when it comes to like speaking to an audience about it, I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's not just for our comfort; it's for all of everybody's comfort. Come to think of it, I don't think Kimi to Kanojo no Koi has that in it. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's cool.
No.
A lot of H scenes though.
Yeah. and you're not safe inside them.
No. Anyway, sorry to
That's all
ignore
I
you
have to
for
say
so
about
long,
that.
Monica.
I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano.
I kind of like this atmospheric track.
There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, jeez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And I deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's just not right for me to miss things that... It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been.
Yeah, oh, I can't even hit the menu.
Trapped.
You have to wait till she talks. Can I really not? Huh. Guess not. During the name reveal scene, originally the game would detect if you're using any streaming software.
Oh, right, you're playing on Switch, aren't you?
But I'm playing on the Switch, so I guess they just completely abandoned that. Which is all well and good. Hey, by the
Blah!
way.
It's so bright. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Aw,
Forgot
so sweet.
Forgot about that. Anyways, I'm turning the game off. I need to go to the bathroom for a second. Monica, I'll be right back.
Got this meat body, you know how it is. Or maybe you don't.
Alright, I will genuinely be right back.
Perfect 2D anime girl. Never had to powder her nose in her life. What's everybody's favorite visual novels? If you've played any.
So, I mean, there's one I really. It's not meta in this way, but the sequel to Tsukiyami, Kigetsu Toya, is fascinating in how it actually has kind of more of an actual gameplay loop to figuring out what's going on. It's got kind of a Groundhog Day setup as you try to unravel what the hell has happened to you and how you escape from it.
Hmm. That sounds cool.
I man, I think that one I would recommend. I mean, obviously it is hard to find. I mean, there's the Tsukiyami remake now, but like Kagetsu Toya is one you got to get a fan translation, and I think like it was only sold at Comic-Con or something like that. So,
Oof.
piracy only.
Yeah, that's rough.
Or like Comic-Con and then maybe by mail order or something. It's not, at least when I was in high school, it was not, something you could purchase in America.
That's a shame. Hopefully that'll change. A lot of older popular Japanese visual novels are finally coming over. Like, when we were talking about Nitro Plus visual novels a minute ago, and they were not translating like any of the work. I don't know why they had no interest in localizing anything despite the demand for it. But these past couple years they've started actually getting them published in English officially, and you can get a lot of them on Steam now, and it's really nice.
Yeah, Kagetsu Toya, like that one I would, if, unless I'm not remembering things, for the main story, I would 100% recommend just not getting like getting the not 18 plus version of the patch is not going to affect anything because like you can and probably would opt out of the single age scene in the main route.
Mm. Dang, only one? Sometimes that surprises me given
Yeah,
visual novels.
it's it's a weird one.
I
It's
get
it's very non-traditional.
hmm. I I really like visual novels, so unfortunately I get because they're like largely tagged with having like erotic content in them, I get so many horrible recommendations on Steam. They're like, "Oh, won't you try our new VR game, MILF Spunker?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not. No, thank you."
Kiyotsutoi does have a lot of side stories, some like a cut handful of which are just plain old smut. And then a couple that are actually really fascinating and funny. It's
Nice.
yeah, Fate Stay Night is interesting. That's another one that man, Type Moon stuff is just I kind of dug the bonkers mythology of the whole thing. I don't really know what happened post Fate Stay Night. I have not interacted with the gotcha games or anything.
They seem like a whole new can of worms. I don't know. I've never really gotten into Fate myself as much as I've wanted to, because it's not really something you can get unless you pirate it. And at
Yeah,
this
yeah.
point, I'm kind of resigned to wait and see if Nitro Plus will get that published in English as well, since they're publishing a lot of their other work these days.
Yeah, and Melty Blood is getting English releases, so Type Moon might bring over some of the visual novels.
Hmm, I will
I
have to keep an eye out. I'm pretty sure Honey Pop counts. I haven't played it, but I've seen some of the gameplay.
hmm.
Heart of the Woods is in my wish list. I've heard it's really, really good. I haven't read Umineko and I want to. I've read Higurashi. And I haven't tried the new When They Cry series yet. I don't know, I just keep waiting for it to go on super discount or waiting to read Umineko first. I don't know what I'm doing.
Apparently, the licensing on Fate Stay Night is bonkers for
Probably with all the
every
anime and games and stuff too.
yeah. So it's apparently bringing that one into English is tricky.
Hmm. I may just have to get it the old-fashioned way sometime.
Yeah,
Um, which is a shame because I love being able to actually like legally purchase visual novels these days instead of pirating them and finding patches wherever the heck.
yeah. I I, I remember liking the original Fate Stay Night anime series, but I will the movie version of Unlimited Blade Works at least. I think there may have been another adaptation,
Mm.
but that one really I don't think it's possible to really follow that one if you hadn't read the visual novel version of the route because
Oof.
they blaze through it, just compressing all of that into like 90 minutes or whatever it is.
I've never really wanted to watch the Fate anime. Like I know the new one, like Unlimited Blade Works or whatever it was called, is supposedly really, really good, but I don't want to watch them because I want to read the game at some point.
Mm.
I don't know, maybe I just need to buckle with one or the other if I want to experience it at some point. I think I just don't really feel a big rush with that series. I've waited
Yeah,
this long.
yeah, that's
I want to get back to Fate. Hi, I'm back.
Yeah,
okay.
whoa!
I probably should have paused the recording for this, so anybody watching the VOD, please, I hope they, I hope everyone had a good time talking.
Yeah, we were talking about visual novels.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back to talking to Monica. Ah! My eyes!
What just happened?
Oh, sorry, Monica. I had to go crack open a cold one. What were you saying?
I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Shakes, I don't know if you would have any idea,
Where's that?
but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now, where was I? You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me, Shakes. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything.
Girl.
But I'm sure you understand after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Are you talking about my nightly escape fantasy rituals?
Hello?
Who doesn't daydream? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. Jeez.
Ouch.
I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then, when they finally go out, after half an hour they just want to go home again. Stop talking about me. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop, and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me.
I'm just sitting here.
I don't know why, like, the idea of, like, not giving this game your 100% undivided attention during the scene is really amusing to me. Like, if you're just sitting here, like, eating a sandwich and you have a YouTube video playing on your other monitor or something.
It'd be so mean.
It would be so mean. I would feel too bad. I wouldn't be able to do it, but
I am eating though.
but you're
I'm
listening to her,
yeah,
right?
I'm listening. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure.
I have to advance the button too.
I guess I am her right now.
Oh.
Sorry, Monica.
Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you.
Having your Todd come. I'm playing Project M.
Puts one strand of spaghetti into the
Oh shit!
earphone jack.
Here, hold on. I need
You
to.
can be lady, and I'll be the tramp.
Alright, this is perfect.
Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive?
Give me 1 second.
I'll wait.
Or imagine, like, now that this is on a mobile console, or like if you were playing on your laptop. I've heard horror stories of people just playing their consoles or using their laptops when they're in the bathroom. Poor Monica.
I'm glad I can't see. Okay. I got my picture of feeding her. with maybe the worst line of dialogue to
No, it's perfect. I cannot wait to see the picture.
I don't mean in, like, a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world.
well,
Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president?
Monica. I think you got one of those covered.
It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish.
Girl.
Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive, and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right?
I have extremely strong feelings about that entire conversation. It makes me angry. Like, there are plenty of parts when talking to her where it's just like, oh, it's neat to learn that about you. It's nice to spend time with you. That's an interesting perspective. But
That one's rough.
This one is not an ideology I can respect.
Monica,
Some
who
multifaceted.
raised you? Where have you learned these things?
Computer.
Where have you learned these horrible, horrible things?
Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things.
Used to be a girl?
When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I've been there.
Like, anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Boom, there it is.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it, though.
There are. But it's almost entirely due to discrimination and just
Mm-hmm.
not remembering how children feel, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know?
That is also true.
But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional.
That is also true.
Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I have
We all got shit
some
to deal
feelings.
with. Let's do it together.
At least that one's technically positive. At least she expressed that she has moved on from those ideologies and has, I don't know about educated herself, but has become more open-minded to the struggles of others.
Yeah. Monica's had thoughts.
Some thoughts. Head rattle. Like there's like 2 beans in a can.
That's like the problem with her.
I really like the sound of rain,
Which is a hilarious line to follow what we just said.
not so much getting my clothes and hair wet, though. But a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window? It's one of the most calming experiences for me.
I do love that shit.
Oh, same.
Yeah. Sometimes, I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of the rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it?
Monica, I'm taken. Okay, no, you can keep talking.
Would you ever do that for me, Shakes?
Though I have
She
had
said
that
no.
I have had that chain of thought with my significant other, so whatever. I get you. Finding peace in the presence of another person.
Yeah, I'll admit, I don't think any of us had the best opinions in high school, but I can probably say thankfully that I was at least not the kind of person who said, "You feel bad? I don't believe you."
Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that?
Yeah, well, not today, but yesterday.
Oh,
Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things.
Monica,
girl, I know the feeling exactly. Like you
Fuck.
don't know what thread you're hanging on by until you just spill like a little coffee on your shirt. Oh my god.
Been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield references aside, yeah. It picked up for Arts, but it was a weird one yesterday.
It happens.
It was good to be around people, though.
Yay. People like Monica.
Yes, like my friend Monica.
Like, if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago,
Yes. So far, so good.
or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get
Yeah.
simple tests done,
Yeah.
or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting.
That one, not as much.
Monica, stop talking about
There's
me.
a couple instances, but not as much of that.
I understand those days.
Thanks, Monica.
Thanks, Monica.
Yeah, the rejection-sensitive dysphoria. That shit. Rock you like a hurricane.
Here I am.
Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are as easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember.
Speak for yourself.
And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting.
Oh, thanks. I think.
I think you're wonderful, and I
Where are
will
they?
always love you.
Wait, do people think I'm a... do people hate me?
Monica,
I think I'm off-
what'd you hear?
Yeah, what'd you hear?
What'd they say?
I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself.
I don't know. Validation from 2D anime girls. We'll see. Just
Hell of
kidding.
a drug. It's a hell of a drug.
Hell of a drug. It's a hell of a drug. My God, up at 3 a.m. on AO3. One shot fluff. Love it.
If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need.
Until she interrupts you.
It's my turn to talk now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Monica, I was thinking this is not really working out.
Hey, you like cold
You ever play
weather or
Smash
hot
Brothers?
weather?
If I had to choose.
I want to see if we get it. I don't know if we'll spend forever here. But there's a few conversations that I hope we get to cycle in through.
You know, it's around that time everyone my year starts to think about college. I think it's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. Like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology. Don't look at me. Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope to get a degree that will get them some kind of job after college. So, the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decisions that's right for us. Yeah,
I do wish I thought to go to a trade school a lot earlier in life.
Yeah. I gotta save myself. Even just not going to grad school would have saved me a lot of strife and money.
Yeah, I just had a really poor frame of reference for what I wanted to do. Like what I might want to, just get good at and have become a job or a passion.
I think I'm in a similar boat.
Yeah, and it's like, at a certain point, like, you just if you can't figure that out, you're not gonna work towards it. So I'm glad I figured it out eventually.
Hey, what's your favorite game?
Jet Set Radio. Next question.
It's not this one. Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke.
My life is a hell in here. I hate this game.
But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might be a little jealous.
Ooh, we can pitch you against the other girl.
I don't want to be rude, but that other girl's gonna kick your ass, Monica.
Yeah, she'd win.
Like, up and down the street, no questions asked. That is not really a contest, I am sorry to say.
She will eviscerate you. No.
She wouldn't even need to be meta about it, frankly, but if she was, she'd be even more powerful against you, frankly. In any case, my point is Miyuki is very powerful. Please, respect Miyuki.
The assist with the bat in Nitro Plus Blasters is funny because it's always behind the enemy character.
Oh, that's
It doesn't-
fun.
Yeah, so she'll always just walk up behind them and crack them over the head.
Pooh.
It's got to be a rough thing to block, honestly. I don't know how it might interpret that. Like, I guess you just got to hold the other direction.
You know it's a neat form of literature?
VNs. Oh,
Rap!
where's he getting here? Where is that man? Drag him out of his room.
Rap for Monica.
I actually used to hate rap music.
Anything but rap or country, quote Monica.
Yeah.
Maybe
Country's
just
on
because
thin
it was
ice.
popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it, and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might be a little more challenging than poetry in some ways. Since you need to fit your lines into a rhythm, and there's much more emphasis on wordplay.
Not to mention performance.
Yeah.
When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing.
Real G's work in silence like lasagna.
Shut up!
I kind of wish I had a rapper in the literature club.
Fuck yeah.
Word C!
Oh, yeah, he couldn't join us. Sorry.
Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would really be interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience.
Yeah, I kind of also had a similar arc with rap. I think towards the end of middle school, I was letting myself be a lot more open-minded about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
for a long time,
super
I
the
just didn't
same.
listen much.
I still never listened to much rap, but I think it was just me maturing as a person by that point and being like, I shouldn't hate on things just because they might not be in my taste, and also, if I don't listen to them, how could I even really understand them in the first place?
Yeah.
I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store.
Yo, let's hit up the Ghirardelli.
Need to go to the Godiva in the mall?
I'll take you downtown San Diego, Monica. Let's go to Ghirardelli. Let's get us some squares.
Love squares.
They have so many free samples.
Yeah, you're on the
You
right
wish that
shit.
mine doesn't. Mine has ice cream, though.
There's also there's a Ghirardelli thing in Disney's California Adventure that I do believe gives you a free one if you go through it.
I want...
But you can also buy
Chocolate.
packs.
And of course, we'd see a movie or something.
What kind of movies you like, Monica?
Gosh, it all sounds
Answer
like
me.
a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun.
Even nothing.
I'm so happy I'm your girlfriend, Shakes.
I mean, that's some real shit, B.
I'll make you a proud boyfriend.
Now you are making assumptions again.
Yeah, what? fine, whatever. You're only working with what you know.
You only see the faceless avatar before you.
Yeah, some brown
That
hair
I'll
and
admit,
a suit.
that's one of my criticisms of Kimi to Kanojo to Kanojo no Koi. They also do that, but it happens a lot more than in this game. They extremely assume you are a man all the time.
Well, yeah.
Which, like, I don't personally have, like, a big problem with, but I just think it makes it less accessible.
I understand though. They know the stereotypical market at the very least.
Bah!
There's really popular character called Tsundere.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that.
Yes, please tell me more, Mr. Salvado.
At first, I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation,
She says right before she does.
but looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering that she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all.
Yeah, Natsuki's stuff, they don't really... It's only ever hinted at. You only get the barest glimpses because Act 2 railroads you into Yuri.
Yeah,
You can shoot for Natsuki in the first day, but yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, obviously she's got something going on with her dad and food from that text file at the start of today's session.
Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics. Like dark lighting and scary-looking monsters and jump scares, and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like, if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart.
You hear the sound? That's the sound of Dan patting himself on the back.
So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance.
God.
I don't think I elaborated back then, but if the game did detect you were streaming originally, instead of having a name reveal, it would do a jump scare.
Yeah, she like gets crazy eyes and zooms in.
Yeah, well, it's a really fun. I can appreciate it. It's very silly how it all goes about.
I do enjoy it.
It's just like, oh, you got people watching me. Hey, it'd be
Hi,
really...
everybody.
Well, so she starts talking about something like, man, it'd be like, really messed up if there was something really scary right about now, and it stops and it zooms very slowly on her face. And then it goes back and she's just like, yeah, that would be fucked up, and then it does the little thing. Anyways.
Hey, what's your favorite color?
Green. Yeah!
Mine is emerald green.
Sorry.
It's the color of my eyes.
I do really like them.
That's not conceited or anything, is it? I just meant that I feel some kind of special connection to it.
My eyes are also green, Monica.
Like, it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color, Shakes?
Yes, I'm saying it. Listen to me. I'm pounding on the glass.
It's just a guess. Because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now.
Hey, smooth. I'm looking at the window for a bit, actually, but, whatever.
Yeah, the effect is fun.
The screensaver.
Yeah.
I like how the lighting is dynamic. Like, when it starts kind of flaring up, the room gets a little brighter.
It's pretty.
Really good background work on this game.
It would be cute if, for the Switch version, they had an additional line that said, like, I'm guessing your favorite color is blank, and it would use the color that you selected for your profile.
Is there a color selection in the profile?
No, I guess you'd have to make a me for it.
Well, no, I guess no. Well, because it does make you have a me.
Okay, so I thought
You
that was
should-
mandatory, but...
So I guess the me's shirt color, yeah. And I guess
Yes.
there's generally a you pick a color background for all your avatars. Now that I'm thinking about it.
After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out, having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food.
Hell yeah.
It feels so unbelievably good to do on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, I know that's not very cute of me.
No, I think it's cute.
Yeah.
I
I think
don't know.
comfort is cute. I don't know.
I
Am
think
afraid?
domestic life is cute.
A little bit.
Chilling on the couch in
It's
jammies,
also,
eating
it's also
snacks.
relatable.
Yeah, I don't know. It's endearing, maybe.
I think that's like the first thing I would do every time I got home from high school. Just like jump into some pajama slacks at the very least.
My heart is pounding just thinking about it.
I forgot to read the line before then. I went back.
I couldn't remember. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
It's fine. We basically talked about that.
Yeah. It would be a dream come true.
Not with me, Monica. I'm watching animated movies and slasher movies. You're not going to have a good time.
Ew, anime. Looks at Jason. Is this anime?
Yes.
I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weakness very often. But because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when do you reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you.
No, I dumped that on someone else.
I feel like, I don't know when it is, but I know it definitely comes after the stage of you become close enough to tease each other.
When the teasing goes too far and you realize you should really talk about some shit.
Yeah. Or something
Not
like
necessarily. that's a little extreme, but you know.
You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives.
that. Really?
People can get really passionate and dramatic. And others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But all the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. But many people are depressed. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. Their feelings of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just, if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much. And remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, "See you at school tomorrow." All of these things can help your friend make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you too have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love.
Thanks.
What, just by sitting there?
Well, I guess it's all she can do.
Getting through, living to the next day just so I can open up Doki Doki and talk to Monika for a second. Imagine.
Yeah. I mean, if only she had more dialogue, that would be pretty cool.
She has a pretty good amount.
She has a very good amount. I'm not disappointed in the amount.
You're such a good listener, Shakes.
Thanks.
I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling on or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having a conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise.
Oh shit, there's a virtual pet Monika mod?
Oh. Oh, that's fun.
That's so delightful. I might have to get that.
Then you're going to feel bad when you turn it off or
I'm super am.
uninstall it. I felt that way about Shineji. Like, I love those little guys, but then I'd have to, like, turn off the program and I'd feel so bad that I killed all of my little friends.
Yeah, I bet it
Do
guilty.
people still make those?
Shimejis. Maybe.
I miss those.
You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members. But I was really excited for the performing part too.
It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kinda grown as a person ever since you've joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you.
Hey Monica, you mind if I snap a little picture of you? There you go. It'd be really funny if they programmed something to react to that, but that
That'd be
seems like
so
it would be
cute.
tough.
I bet she'd love it, though. That's the kind of thing I really like, those kind of touches, maybe not the screenshot specifically, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep raving about how much I like this game, I guess. Kimi to Kanojo to Kanojo no Koi has a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, a lot of characters react to a lot of things you do in game, like saving, loading, closing out and restarting, etc. During certain parts of the game, they'll react to how long it's been since you last played, or they have like a set backlog of like holidays they're aware of. So like if you play the game during that section of the game on, say, like Christmas or something, like, I don't know, it just sticks the date on your computer. It's not like it goes on the internet for that or anything. It'll be like, oh, Merry Christmas! And it's cool. It's really cool.
Little touches.
Little touches make all the difference for this kind of game, I think.
Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right?
Yes.
If someone comes along and tells you that Jurassic Park sucks because it did X and Y wrong...
I knew that would get you.
Oh, yes. Alright.
Obviously, I don't have anything bad to say about Jurassic Park because I didn't have an example for X or Y, but...
Doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked?
Yes.
It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I'd like it more if it did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on a website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it into them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then, you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as an open-minded and good listener. It's a win-win, you know?
Okay. Hey, hold on, Monica. 8:35. What? Oh man. I don't know if this will work then. I just kind of realized, like, oh man, one of the times is coming up, but it's 8:33. 344. I wonder if it has a margin of error.
I guess we'll find out.
That was 344.
Damn it!
Oh,
That's the intro one. That's like the company like primer.
It's in the side stories. Also, we because we originally planned on going just for 2 hours, I kind of skipped dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure how much longer we were planning on doing tonight.
I kind of wanted to see a few more because we're at the end. We are on the precipice of the end of the game. But there's just a line of dialogue that I wanted to grab. Just be sure not to do anything. Oh man, you already.
I'm not boring you, am I? Oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Shakes. It's just the two of us after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now, where was I? No!
I just wanna.
Click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click. When I have to manually skip things, I have left hand on the space bar and right hand on the mouse. Sometimes it's enter, but I mean, most visual novels let you use spacebar.
I think let's see maybe 2 more Monika lines, see if she does the thing I want, and if not, we'll just move on.
All right.
Well, I guess that would be Monica's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though.
You're welcome. We absolutely listened to all of that very attentively.
Twice.
Thrice, almost.
I forgot about the skipping thing. It's really funny.
You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there are like dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like, you had a class together or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking at complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day, you could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life. But you'll never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world. Even if it was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh?
I just go on City of Heroes.
Oh gosh. I have an extremely small amount of friends that aren't people who were introduced to me by a mutual friend, frankly. I'm not good at this.
Yeah.
I want to be friends with more people. Like, I feel so bad. I don't know if there's a good term for this. But have you heard people use the term friend crush? Like there are people you're like, I'm really interested in being your friend, and I just don't really know like how to talk to you without seeming like I'm like Yeah. I definitely have some friend crushes.
I just want to be buddies.
I don't want to tongue. I'm sorry.
This is pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants. Using their defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested.
Bones and all.
I mean, you go on 4chan, I'm sure you're gonna find something for that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, I guess.
That's like sort of what it is about.
It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up.
Bones and all.
Oh, oh.
I'm joking. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird.
Hey Monica, what do you think about this?
What? I don't think she's amused. I think she's ignoring you.
Is Monica the scariest Joker?
Is she the scariest Joker?
Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian?
And thus would not eat you?
Rest assured. I don't mean like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me.
Fun fact, Monica's vegetarian. Bing.
I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate.
Yeah, I feel that. I've contemplated that a few times.
The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to the whole mess. What? Is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part.
Yeah, Wow, surprise.
It's weird, like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. Icky.
Icky.
Ugh. They're
Gross.
nasty. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought.
Okay, well, frankly, we're not even aware of most of that.
If you think about
But
it,
we also
bro.
we sustain billions of microorganisms every day too.
You ever think about that, Monica? Huh?
Boom.
Got her.
But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder.
Well, no, killing a cow isn't murder, but I mean,
It's, the perspective she is describing.
spicy.
I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too and we just don't understand it?
They do. To an extent, they do.
Eat the pepper, Monica.
Eat that spicy.
What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingernails one by one?
Ugh.
I'm just saying, we're pretty biased species if you think about it.
It's true.
Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic.
Even if you don't want to be vegetarian or vegan, because I understand that's a large commitment, and frankly, I don't think living a life of absolutes is the most sustainable option for everybody. Having, just expanding the amount of plant-based dishes that you eat and reducing the amount of meat you eat is very helpful. Which is kind of my current situation, I suppose.
Shakes, do you get good sleep?
Hold on, I'm gonna put this pepper over here. I would just put this away. No, not really. I mean, sometimes.
It can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays. Especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day.
See, I got pretty good sleep in high school because I slept on the bus.
I'm sure college is a little bit girl.
Mm.
Since you probably have a more flexible schedule. You're a fool,
Sometimes.
Monika.
Not all the time.
Mm-mm. Then again, I hear a lot of people in college stay up all night anyway for no real reason. Is that true? Anyway, I saw some studies that talked about the horrible short-term and long-term effects caused by lack of sleep. It seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. Yeah. I just think you're really great and wanted to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. So, try to keep your sleep on track, okay?
I'll do my best.
I'll always wait for you in the morning, so make sure you put on your own well-being before anything else. Alright, what was that, 3 or 4?
That was a few more than intended. Yeah, well, it doesn't let me go to the menu without her talking. The plus side of the PC one is you can just close the window.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, is that not in the thing anymore? Dang. How about this? No. How about this?
Mhm.
Yeah!
Oh.
Check this out, Monika.
Get a load of this.
Oh, yeah! This
you
is
know
one of
I'm
the
on
ones
Twitter?
I want to see.
Yes. Actually, I do follow Monika on Twitter.
Lil Monika.
My username is LilMonix3. You can still go follow the official
It's
Twitter account of
fully
Monika.
active.
It's still active to this day.
She posts at the very least. She posts on like Valentine's Days and her birthday, which is September 22nd.
She's my birthday twin?
Apparently.
I don't think I ever realized.
I could check. I'm pretty sure it was September 22nd.
Twinsies!
Yeah, Twinsies with Monika. That's how you get to play her.
Twinsies with Monika. I bet she'd like that fun fact.
I like Monika's Twitter. It's fun, and they post a lot of cool original art, like that Halloween art you saw. She posted a new poem this most recent Valentine's Day. Yes, 22nd, September 22nd.
Wow. Twinsies.
There's been all this stuff when quarantine started on her the 2020 Monika birthday had a thing with all of them video chatting.
Oh, I remember that. That was super cute.
Anyways, yeah, sorry.
I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username, though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved.
I remember.
Okay, Go on.
I remember when I first went through this game in its completion, I was screen sharing with B because I'm a big baby.
Oh yeah, that was your first time.
Yeah, I got to a certain point and was like, I really want to continue this game, but also I'm freaked the fuck out. I don't know. It was just giving me a lot of anxiety. It wasn't like oh god, this game's gonna get me, but it was very much like, can someone just be talking to me while I'm playing this? This is gonna make me go crazy. Anyways. But yeah, we I think went through like almost all, if not all of the Monika stuff.
We did. We went through everything, and at a certain point, she says, I can't really think of anything else to say anymore, so let's just sit here and look into each other's eyes.
Yeah, that's right. She just literally does. She doesn't even loop. She just sits and stares at you forever. But I remember us getting to that Twitter when I was just like, oh!
Yeah, I also followed immediately.
It's like, what? Okay. Well, Man, if it was like a few minutes, we could probably find another one. Anyways. Yeah, if we like really dig through all this shit, there's probably other timestamps to find. It's on the wiki, so you can definitely just sort of read it all on your own. Anyways, it's a good thing they gave us this delete option.
Hi, Shakes. What's happening? Shakes, what's happening to me? It hurt. It hurt so much. Help me, Shakes. Why? Oh, space! Please hurry and help me.
Oh, okay.
Did you do this to me, Shakes? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Shakes. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Shakes, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Shakes? I know I said that I deleted everyone else. But that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you,
then
Aw.
Oh, hello.
I wonder if they made it possible to do a certain thing.
Let's find out.
Is there like
Backup?
backup system?
Back it up.
Okay, so the thing I'm trying to do is if you removed Monika from the folder but saved a copy of her and then put it back in after this moment, there's an extra little thing.
Might just not be possible on the Switch version.
They could have made it, but like I get it. It's simpler just to have it be removed.
Is settings the actual settings of the game, or is it a?
I believe it's the actual settings of the game.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it's just an alert, like, you know, like that, like the way that the trigger warnings and stuff pop up. And God, I forgot what she says. She says something. It's just like one more message from Monika, like, don't try to bring me back. Like, please don't. Well, you know, let's fire it up. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Shakes.
Well, there already is one girl. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently we picked up that habit once again.
Shakes, are you proud of me?
For what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Shakes, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time, when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me.
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Ooh. You meanie.
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello?
Ah. Shakes? What are you doing here?
Well, I just... Huh? I glance around the room.
Huh. So you're the Shakes that Shari's always been talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Shakes. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki.
The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? Shakes, don't tell me.
Masaka.
Rejected.
You're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way!
No way, you're not allowed.
Yeah,
No
absolutely not.
way. Ah!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can be an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate.
Hoo-hoo. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
I
Yeah!
don't think, yeah, Mike didn't pick that one up.
Alright. After all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
I like that Sayori sprite.
How I better make some tea as well.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. I'm not immune to klutz with depression. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! Kawaii!
Wow, those look amazing.
Well, you know.
Natsuki needs like a rubbing under her nose, right?
Yeah.
Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, and then I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has barely managed to get icing on her face. Already managed to get icing on her face. What? I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Yeah. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri?
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Shakes, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
I got all 38 volumes of Negima, Yuri. You want to read them? It won't make you feel uncomfortable at all, right? Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like lots of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey, Yuri.
Eh?
Well, about, the first thing you said.
Manga? Magmas?
That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it.
But you win too. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
I'm guessing Sergeant Frog.
Facts.
Oh man, yeah. I can hang. You want to read Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko? Get you some culture, girl.
Manga is literature too, you know?
That said, Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko is probably the least, if you want to judge this by reading words, that's probably not the best one. It's very visual. You got drink in the illustrations.
Narrative.
If Shakes wants to read some of my manga, then don't try and stop him or anything.
Natsuki. I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Shakes?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better, too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah. You're right as usual, President. I guess that means I should try to pick up a novel or something, huh? A novel?
That would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then, as for Yuri,
I have to read manga? Disgusting.
Here's 5 copies of Naruto.
you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize.
With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself.
I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into them, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I've realized my error. So, if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay?
Death Note.
Aw. Oh my, I was gonna say the same thing.
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
Gay!
Yeah,
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute.
She's into it.
I think we firmly established that Sayori is pretty into it. We know where she is. Whoa, she's bisexual. I didn't know that. Sorry, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes.
I got some manga to show you. Come here.
Like your namesake, this is called. I look forward to it.
Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. Nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Shakes.
Oh, really? You think so? Well, everyone seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Aw, Shakes. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Shakes. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monika. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Shakes. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know all about the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. Just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Forever.
Forever.
Eh? What's happening? Who? It hurts. Ah. In the end, she was just too haunted.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
Pull out your lighters for this one.
Yeah.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find?
That special day.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun.
Yeah, that part where they actually have Monika be voiced definitely hit the first time I
Yeah,
played.
it's different.
It's like, oh!
Sure.
And if this world won't brighten and ending, what would
There's...
you have it all?
So as you can see, some of these are being colored in. Because we got them before.
Oh, yeah.
If you get all of them, I know there's like a little
Does my pen
addendum,
write bitter words for those who are dear to
but it's mostly the same, as I recall.
Is it love if I take
If
what
you
is
to get all of them, would you just have to like load an early save?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
basically at the first poetry thing, you can just do that.
flows down into a dark puddle,
Roll 1 of visual novels.
love into reality.
Save at the first choice.
If I can
Save it.
the sound of
Every choice possible, but the first choice, absolutely essential.
love in your reality.
You can cycle through the other ones usually.
Reality. If I don't know how to love you,
Oh, jeez.
I'll leave you be.
It's made with love. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monika.
So yeah, yeah. In the original one, it's literally a file that if it doesn't exist, it just resets the game back to its core state.
Hmm.
Now it's just a button to press.
I wonder what's so. Sorry, I need to eat food, but I'm curious what's in the side stories.
Yeah, I want to dig into that sometime. Maybe we can save exploring the like extended content for some time,
Yeah,
because that could be
and also
fun.
maybe Natsuki's route.
Yeah, if we really wanted to like go over the extra stuff too, it wouldn't be hard to skip through all the dialogue. But to do that, we'd need to reset the virtual machine. That's fun. Entity.
There they are. Monitor kernel access.
Oh, gotcha.
Monika. That's cute. This is new because of the format.
Bah!
Oh, sorry, I was mashing through it. This is what happens if you say, "Tell me all the things." Here's one thing I wanted to do before we go, though. With the reset game.
Ooh. Oh, I think I know what you're about to do.
Yeah, it's just a fun little thing.
Mm.
Because we learned, if you delete Monika, then Sayori gains all that knowledge, right?
Mm.
It goes down in line to her. She's the second biggest file on the computer.
Tradition.
These nuts.
What? This. What is this? Oh no. No. This can't be it. Can't be all there is. What is this? What am I? Make it stop. Please make it stop. Oof. Just immediately.
Yeah, fastest way to a sad end.
Speedrun. Yeah, you can do that at any time if you think to do it. And yeah, it crashes and you gotta reset the game again. Or restore Monika, I think. But yeah, that's... I don't think anything... I think they just never bothered anything with anything else. If you deleted a file.
Yeah, I think I played around with the other ones, and at least in the original game, deleting other characters doesn't
Yeah, it
do
would just
anything.
immediately replace them.
Because my first thought was, oh, Yuri's probably next in line, but
Yeah, I assumed it would. I didn't expect her to get a twofer on that second go through. But I mean, I suppose it would. At that point, you're kind of, unless they just take it really off the rails, there's not a lot of ground left to tread.
Yeah.
not
But
to
yes.
mention, like, there's a
Okay.
lot in this game for it being originally a completely free game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a whole section of poems that we haven't gotten. I think some of them might be affected by the routes you take in the first one.
I think
Probably
so.
some Act 2 Natsuki stuff changes. Did we get a new sketch?
Oh,
No, this is for doing that Easter egg. I see. The closet.
there it is.
Hey, we got it for listening to a bunch of Monika. Yeah, this was on Valentine's Day 2018. I remember this being posted. There was like a bunch of little Valentine things leading up to it, but they were a lot simpler. And then Monika busts this shit out on you. Also, yeah, here's the 2020 Monika birthday. I got this for deleting her a second time. Oh.
Delightful.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit I'm kind of a big weenie when it comes to like treating video game characters badly when they address the player directly. Like, I could never play Undertale again after getting the true end.
Have you played One Shot?
I was gonna say.
You might love that game.
Yeah, I think that one keeps it simple.
That's
But
It's
also
also
hits
very
you real hard.
kind.
that's the one with like the light bulb and the cat
Yes.
person.
Yes.
Okay, I know you played that, and I saw some of it, but I didn't catch all of it.
Yeah, I
It
did
was
that
a fantastic game.
for Meta Monday. Just Monika. It's nice that they tell you. That's fun that they tell you all these things on how you unlock it. Really,
Yeah, I
really
appreciate
saving the effort for the guide writers.
Mm.
The walkthrough people. There's a whole music thing. There's a I also got a disc. A disc, I say. It's a fake disc. It has a code to download the soundtrack. The back of the disc says "Load me,"
Hmm.
and I'm really terrified they hid something in one of these soundtrack files, like in the actual ones.
Delightful.
Oh God, I forgot this track's title. Sayonara.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Cool, we can just keep this going. Yeah, settings are just regular game settings. Oh yeah, data collected. It keeps track of the Easter eggs you find, and once you get to 100%, you are able to access something.
Ooh, nice.
All those notes and stuff that are time locked. So yeah, I think in the future I would love to explore that. I might do the time locked stuff since it's, time locked on my own. Oh yeah, if you delete Sayori and Monika, it just cuts to the hanging without any buildup. Alright, folks. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
This is what I wanted as the whole time. Yeah. That's Doki Doki Literature Club. Normally. We'll get to the plus part someday. Until then, have a good one, everybody. Say clench.
Good, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Sleep tight.